My great-grandmother, her name was Flossie Washington. She raised me from the age of 2 months old until I was 13. And what I saw in her lifestyle and how she cared for others is what I loved about her so much. She cared for the homeless, prostitutes, those addicted to drugs. She had no fear of anyone. I was fearful. I really was. And I would say, Nana, you're not afraid? And she said, no, you show love to everyone. She said, it doesn't matter who they are, what they're dealing with, you show love. When I was growing up, I saw people, they were all different. They looked like me, they were children like me. Some had braces, some had crutches, some were in wheelchairs. And I met a little friend named Laura. Runny nose, snot everywhere, and no one was tending to her, so I tended to her. And she became my friend. And I got in trouble a lot for not being in the right place where I'm supposed to be. But when they called my Nana, and Nana came around the corner to the school, and they told her what I was doing, she said, she's just doing what I taught her to do, to love everybody and help those in need. My ex-husband and I, we married young. We were dating from age 13, and shortly after we moved in together, and our wedding was after that, the abuse began. And I couldn't understand why he was hitting me all the time, but he did. I came home one day and he said, you're going to quit. I said, quit what? And he said, you're going to quit school. So because of the abuse, I quit school, as he said to do. But then I always had that certificate, that nursing assistant certificate. And that's when I went back to the local college, here in Minnesota, and I got back into nursing and starting out off as a nursing assistant. But I wanted more, because my great-grandmother would always say, people can take everything away from you, but they cannot ever take away your education. And I went to my ex-husband and I said, I need to go back to school. And unbelievably, he said, sure. And that's how I got back into nursing. I was in another school's nursing program. I was doing my prerequisites, and I was scheduled to get into their program that January. And right when the semester started, I got a letter in the mail saying, you have to take medical ethics. So I just said, forget it. So I dropped out the class that I was currently taking. I said, forget it. I'm not going back to school. Forget it. Then this little postcard came in the mail, and it said Bethel University. I'm like, what is that? And from the moment I hit the campus, I mean, wow, I was just in awe. The warmth of the staff were just, when I say amazing, amazing. The faculty were so supportive. I mean, they are dedicated and committed to their jobs. They really are. They go above and beyond to make sure you feel supported. They encourage you on your journey. If life happens, they support you during that time. Going to Bethel was the best decision I ever made. The job that I'm in now is clinical nurse educator at Hennepin Healthcare. So all of the new employees that come to Hennepin Healthcare, I love to make sure they understand our mission, our vision, the unique patient population that we care for. So many of them are in need, and it takes me back to where I started out as a little child, watching my great-grandmother caring for those people in need, and that's what it is here. I continue to give back to nursing education because it is the future. I won't always be here, but if I can inspire someone on this journey, on their journey, I can say, job well done. One of the most important things I've learned is to never give up. You can make it. You will survive. In spite of everything you face, never give up. When people tell you you won't succeed, you make sure you do succeed. So long, I stayed away from doing things because people kept saying, you can't do it, you can't do it. Yes, you can. And that's why I encourage everybody, never give up. And know that you can make it and you will survive.